Oh. I had coffee, I swear. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you here. All right. First of all, thank you, Ash, for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that so much. Let's just say that right now. But hello, everybody. Good morning. We have not had a morning stream in a while because Kiddo was not at school. Guess what? Kiddo's back at school. We're going to try and do morning streams again. We were doing that before kind of the Christmas break. That's what I was doing. So be ready for that. But yeah, I'm very, very excited today for obvious reasons. I need to scroll up and say hi to everybody first because there's a lot of y'all here. So we got I think I saw James. Yeah, James. We had Ross. We got Purple. We got Mackie Y. We got Ryan. Thank you so much for the pinned comment. We have Sebastian. Oh my gosh, hang on. We got Sebastian. We got James B. Ash. I think that's it. And Lan with the membership for 10 months. Would you like to be broken? I don't think I could handle it. You guys are already breaking me. But yeah, Lan, thank you so much for 10 months. It's crazy. Guys, next month, some of y'all are getting your 1-year badges. But we can talk about that later. It's not about me today. It's about someone else here. But yeah, so let me grab my notes because I'm a little rusty at this. So if you're new here, last year we started this podcast, actually. A year ago in January, I started this podcast. It all kind of started with a Christmas chatting stream, and you guys loved it so much, I decided to make it a thing. And towards the end of last year, I just got so busy with focusing on my gameplay and my streaming games that I kind of didn't do the podcast for a little bit, which I think is good, because I'm so ready. Guys, we are already booking into March. I already have podcast guests lined up through March. That is insane. So if you want to be on the show, you need to DM me because I already have March filled up. So if you want to get in contact with me, yeah, we'll find a spot for you because these things book up pretty fast. Anyways, let me catch up on chat here. Yes, all the breaking today. No. Hey, Sir Zero, welcome in. Thea, the Pokemon Master, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Arj, hello, welcome. So, this is the podcast where I talk about things, life, gaming, and I usually have a special guest, which is no exception. And what makes this special guest so special is I learned yesterday that I'm the first collab they've ever done, period. That is because they didn't have Discord, but I just kind of didn't resonate the two together that I was going to be their first freaking collab ever. So I'm very honored because that is such a huge opportunity. Mr. Dill, I think I said hi to you, but hello, welcome in. Darn, guess well, hey, no, you could be on it, like, later on. Like, we got some spots available in March. Like, that's crazy. January's already all booked up because I try to do these every 2 weeks. February's booked up and a bit of March is booked up. So get in contact with me. Make something work if you want to be on the show. It's a lot of fun and it's great for you guys to kind of show some sides that you don't get to show when you stream because we talk all about you. And yeah, so anywho, we're going to bring in my special guest. So yeah, this person doesn't really need introduction. They are amazing. They are awesome. And what can I say? They just deserve all of the wonderful good things coming their way. Duh. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna, this is your cue to undeafen if you're watching. So yeah, go ahead and undeafen yourself. We'll see if they're listening. Or I'll just message them to undeafen.
Oh, hi.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, guys, can you hear her? This is sound
Hi.
check. Can you hear her with the music and myself?
Hello.
Let me know.
Okay, there we go.
Let me know.
Hello. Hi, Ryan. Hi, George. Hi, Sir Zero. No, not well.
No, not well what? Is that just me? You can't hear her well? I can hear. Okay. She seems to be echoing a bit. Okay. Echoing a bit.
Fun.
Let me turn her down just a little bit. How's that? Is that better? Is she echoing
Hi.
less?
Mackie, hello.
Let me know if that's better.
Super Jake, welcome in. I'm just trying to say words.
I just want the sound to be good. So let me know if that helped with the echoing.
Hi, Theo.
Can't hear, but she's sounding far away. So she's...
Let me get close to my mic. Does that help?
She got closer to her microphone. Does that help?
Does that help? Because Discord's weird and they have like different filters than OBS does. So that might be why it sounds odd.
Echoing stopped. She's a bit lower than you. Okay. I'm gonna turn my music way down. That's
You're new here.
That's better. I want the music is. I'm gonna turn my music down on YouTube so she's louder. So I'm just gonna bump that down a little. All right, how's that now? Go ahead and talk.
Hi.
How's she sound now? The music is still able to be heard, but she's a lot louder.
You can hear at least.
Okay, so
Okay,
one more
so
time
you're
because
up
I'm
in here.
paranoid. One more time. Everything good now? No echoing. She's loud. That's perfect.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear her with me? That sounds good. That sounds better. Thanks. Okay, thank you guys. Sorry, Queen of Paranoia here when it comes to my sound.
We
So,
will judge after the stream.
I know.
I was good at judging sound.
I know. All right, but yeah, hi, Purple.
Hello, Karen.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
So, in case
I'm
y'all
excited.
didn't know who I'm talking to, this is Purple Phoenix. She's amazing. Her link will be floating all around the chat today. And yeah, so we're just gonna get into this. And what I do with all of my podcast guests is I send them an itinerary of kind of how the show is going to go. So they know ahead of time the questions they are going to be asked to make it so it's nice and easy for them and nice and easy for me. So we're gonna start with the first question. So Purple, what inspired you to start streaming and making content on YouTube? Can you kind of walk me through
right.
that?
Okay, this is kind of like a long story,
We got time.
but all right, I'll go into it. Okay, so when I was about 12 years old,
Oh, we really going back.
we're going
We going way back.
We're going way back, Karen. Okay, when I was 12 years old, there were these guys I used to watch on Amazon Prime, and they would make playthroughs of games, and I just thought it was so fun to watch them do that, and I wanted to do that too. So I started propping up my camera up on my bed and pointing it at my television screen and recording myself playing games because I wanted to do what they
that's
did.
so cute. That's adorable.
And then a few years later, my parents bought me. It's like a cheap capture card, but you just plug it into the switch and then into the television because it won't work with the computers. But they bought me that, and so that was a little bit nicer than the camera pointing at the television.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got up to about 15, I didn't really have time to record all that stuff anymore. But when I got on YouTube, when I was around 16, around 17, I started seeing people play Animal Crossing on live streams. I didn't know live streams were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want to do this too. And so that's kind of what, watching Nintendo, Console Kato, all the people in the Animal Crossing space, that's kind of what kickstarted me to want to live stream and make content again. Because I hadn't done it in so long, so I was like, okay, I want to do this for real now. I want the real thing to start.
I mean, you could be like me where you have your channel for 10 years and then only 2 years into, like, because it'll be 2 years next month, literally 2 years, and finally realize what to do with it. Because I had my
Right.
YouTube channel when I turned 13 back in 2007, and it just was kind of this thing that I just had, and then I, like, kind of like with you, I was like, wait, people stream Animal Crossing? It was kind of that same thing, like, I didn't know this was a thing. I mean, I knew what
Right.
live streams were, but I didn't really understand it until I was watching people do it,
Right.
you know. Let me read chat here. FYI, if Karen doesn't read the chat, please do not take it personally. She has a special guest today. She'll get to it soon. Yes, thank you. Love that.
Yes.
But I love that you took your camera and recorded stuff. I was kind of like I didn't film me gaming, but I was I had a little camera when I was 12 as well, and I would film me making movies and stuff. So I just this brought that back of like back in the day you had to like you didn't know any. You're like, I'll just hold my camera up to the TV or whatever. You know what they all say?
And
We
I
all
think-
start somewhere. By the way, if I'm not paying
I
attention.
still have all that footage somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where it is, but I still have it.
Okay, so if you find it, I want to see that.
Ah,
Enjoy your lurk, Ross. I do see your comment. Enjoy playing.
enjoy your lurk.
Enjoy it. But that's so awesome. Like, I mean, I remember when you like started first coming around. I remember you would raid me, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Because I'd seen you in chat, and then when you started making when I noticed you started making content, I connected the dots that you were a content creator.
Because when I first met you, I was in a Mario Kart stream. I think it was September of 2022. I hadn't started yet. And
Yes.
I just really wanted to raid you, and you were never on at a time where I
No.
could raid you.
No.
And so the one time you were, I was like, we're raiding this person.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, "Oh, hey!" I know because you know now with my son's starting school, it's open doors. That's the one thing that sucked about the Christmas break. He was off for way too long, first of all. A month was too long. I couldn't do day streams. So now we're going to start getting back into day streams because it does open the doors for other people to come enjoy the content who can't at night, maybe due to time zones or just work commitments, that kind of thing. So,
and I used to stream in the morning time. I've bumped it forward by like 2
yeah,
or
I think
3
I remember
hours
you were
from what my usual
kind
start
of an
time
early
was.
bird. You were an early bird.
Right, I just wanted to stream and get it done. But then I was like, I kind of like the middle of the day a little bit better because it gives me a few more hours to just kind of like do whatever I want to do.
Richard Boglin, hello. Especially
compared to,
us
when
British.
I would start at 8 in the morning.
It's not easy
I'd
being
have to
ahead.
go to lunch.
Well, Mr. Dill, I've caught you in my 7 p.m. stream, so clearly you're staying up. Time zones or something.
You're up till like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I can't do
hear
that.
it.
I think the latest I can stay up to is 1 a.m.
I'm dead at 11.
Oh my god. Sometimes I'm dead at 11, sometimes, but I'm a night owl. I can't help it. Like, I could be a snail all day long, and then it's nighttime, and I'm like, let's party. I definitely be no night owl. So, Zero, you being sarcastic. Jamin's Gaming Channel, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Almost 4. Yeah, we know. You're a literal owl. You're a literal owl.
Ryan, we all go to the store and get chores done in the time that you're still sleeping.
So true. That is true. Like, literally, I'm like thinking, I'm like, dang, it's like what is it, like 11? I'm like, wow, I've done a lot.
Right.
Most of it's
and like yesterday.
cleaning.
Yesterday I did so much stuff. I went to the store. I had prepped a bunch of stuff for the stream that day. And when I get home from the store, Ryan just then typing good morning in his server.
I had to take my kid to the dentist yesterday. That was a whole thing. It's fine. It's all good, but it was not like a super planned thing. But he needed to go anyways. But that's what I was doing and stuff. A podcast right now. Yeah, J-Man, I do usually stream in the mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I just have not because my kid's been out of school. Is Savannah here? No, she ain't here.
No,
Who the heck are you?
Here. Who's Savannah?
Who you? I don't know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, this is a stranger.
I'm out running while people are... That's... Okay, touche. I run to snacks. I run to the snacks.
I don't eat enough snacks.
I do when I remember to. But... She's a rando who joined, pretty much.
Yes. Like, goated Phoenix. No. Not goated.
Anyways, so you do stream a lot of games, which is great. But what is your personal favorite one to stream? The one that you're just like, yes, I'm so pumped. I can't wait for this. Like, you're just that excited to stream.
Honestly, I do think it's anything that's multiplayer related. Like, I love doing Mario Kart because, like, the chats are just so hyped and everyone loves playing. And, like, it's just always been fun to do Mario Kart. Mario Kart's one of, like, my top favorite games on the Switch. But if I had to have, like, a second, it'd probably be Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Which you should be finishing probably today. So there you go,
probably
folks.
Today, yes.
There will be... So just a little bit of a heads up. The 2K special will probably be this weekend, which is good. Right. So she can relax and just finish that and then focus because, you know, that's something to look forward to. So...
right. Cosmic Flare, hello.
Cosmic Flare, hiya. Let me make sure I'm caught up. Yeah, we're all good here, but
yeah.
I'll be honest, like with Mario Kart, I'll be 100% honest. I play it because I know you guys all really enjoy it, mainly because I suck, but I know you guys enjoy it so much, so that's why I have fun with it. I have fun with it because you guys have fun with it. When I play off stream, I'm good. I will gold trophy every time.
Same.
But because I was talking about this with someone, that Mario Kart is so hard to stream for a streamer because you're not just racing. Chat is also moving. You're trying to keep up with the chat. You're like, I'm sorry, I'm missing messages. And then you're like, you know.
Yeah. I was always wondering, like, why are people so bad when they stream this game?
It's so much harder.
Then,
like, literally, I had
like,
Jade over, and I trophied every time because I can zero in so much.
Right. It's just a very...
No,
very
you're
different...
not. You do YouTube. That's your job. Don't even. You're not. You do YouTube. That is your job.
Very much a job.
That is very much a job.
You work very hard.
Yes, exactly. Like, I'd rather race with friends than by myself. Oh, yeah, I don't ever race by myself. Like, I don't just practice because I'm like, this isn't as fun.
And like I have 18K worldwide points in the game. I'm good at the game.
This
It's
is the
just
first
the
stream
minute I
of
get on
Goss I've caught.
stream-
Well, that's awesome, Ross. We got more fun stuff. We met. Oh yeah, speaking of not members, I still don't know when we're doing that. I'm thinking most likely Saturday. We'll figure it out. So
Sounds
members,
good to me.
you already voted for what you want to see. You have to do all that. But yeah, I'm thinking because my dad's birthday is Friday actually, but my mom has not gotten back to me. Figures. So I don't know. So just throwing it out there.
Right. One thing YouTube.
Yeah,
can be a job.
absolutely.
Yes.
If you're
Yes.
monetized, it can totally be a job. Absolutely. I mean, there.
Now, does it take a lot of work to get there?
Yes, but it's totally doable.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube's always been my hobby, but at the same time, it's turned into more of a career. For me, I talked about this on my last one. This is definitely more of a hobby that brings me a lot of wonderful things. That's how I see it.
Right.
Definitely more of a
Right.
hobby. My career is being a mom, and I'm good with that.
That's an amazing career.
Like enough money
I
to
love that
provide.
career.
Again, like for me, I don't see it as like for me personally, this is not my job. So it's a little different. So, you know, anything that I can make something like Savannah can attest to this. Yes, we can make money doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But for us personally, I don't know, Savannah, do you want this to be like your full-time thing? I know you're going to college for math, which is amazing.
Right.
But I
right.
don't
Well,
know
I
if you've
mean-
expressed that you want to do this full-time.
I mean, if I was making so much money from it, maybe I would consider it. But I think always having the option to, or always being in like a stable job is very, very important. So that's, I would probably not do it as a full-time job. I'd probably just keep it as the side hustle.
Yeah.
And-
Okay, that's a great way I'm going to start describing it. YouTube's my side hustle. YouTube is our side hustle now.
Right.
Karen, you have 3 jobs. I mean, I guess I do. Who is Savannah, by the way? This is Purple Phoenix, the legend right here. But oh yeah, Savannah, who the heck are you? I don't know who you are.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know who I am.
Jobs aren't always easy though, let's be honest. And that's kind of the thing I
No, they're
worry
not.
about is that with YouTube, I love it so much. I've always had that fear of the things I love, like becoming job and becoming work. So I
Right.
really don't want that to happen.
Right, and there are people who do YouTube full-time who have expressed like, well, I mean, I'm a gaming channel, I make a full income from playing games, but now games feel like my job.
Yeah,
I
and
don't really
that's
want to do them anymore outside of working on
Right.
content.
right now. It's been 7 years since my YouTube channel. That is awesome, Cosmic. Yeah,
Awesome,
I know
Cosmic.
that I got my. As I've mentioned, February is a very busy month for me, which is good. But oh man, as I mentioned, February we have 2 years on YouTube, and then we have at the end of February 1 year of memberships. So all
That's
y'all
so crazy.
who love parties, we got 2 parties next month.
I remember
which-
when you got your memberships.
I
It was
know, so
awesome.
excited. And we did a little bit of a revamp in the middle of having memberships, which
Yes.
not a lot of people usually do. I mean, people change their tiers, but I completely overhauled it with some
I
help.
think the overhaul's great.
I overhauled
love
the
it.
crap out of it. Thank you. And it wasn't all my I just said what to do. All of that credit goes to wifey there. Ross, I'm just tears about to. I ain't talking about me at all today. Okay.
We talked about Ryan earlier, but can we talk about Ryan again?
Yeah, what did we say? What did we say?
We said that he sleeps a lot.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
In other words, we picked on him today.
Like a little bit. But okay, he picks on me like
little
all the
bit.
time. Let's be okay, you know what? No. I get picked on 24/7. Okay? Just to make it clear. I'm just a very
That's how
good
having a sibling works.
freaking it is.
It's an older sibling.
It's-
I love to pick on my younger siblings. It's great.
It's because
They
I'm
hate
just
me for it.
incredibly stupid and don't type. Well, Ryan is great. He sleeps a lot. I mean, we can go like Purple. I talk to her every day, and guess who I usually bring up? Guess who I usually bring up?
Yeah, guess who?
Never.
Guess
gonna
who we usually talk about. Never.
You're
gonna be able to
never
guess.
gonna get. The heck are you gonna say about me? She knows. She knows exactly what I say.
Say lots of things.
Oh, I say lots.
Lots of stuff.
So much.
Stuff and things. Important
I've
stuff and
sussed out ads hardly sell well on YouTube, hence why I hardly stream January, February, latest February. Hi Rabbit Dude, I do see you. Just because crap chat was popping off a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm currently working on trying to get in the YT partner program. And the thing with the YT partner program is it's changed so much.
They've made it a lot easier to get into it.
It's easier, but I almost feel like
also hard.
I feel like because you don't get the full-blown, like, ad revenue, it's almost like a halvesy deal. Like, for me, when I did it, it was straight up everything.
I feel like when they halved it, I was like, okay, well, this is great for me because I'm a streamer. And
Spencer, thank you for being a member for 7 months!
Yay, let's go.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I saw that and I was like, alright, let me pause. But like for a streamer, I feel like that works better because you're gonna get more of the super chats and more of the memberships and the gifted memberships. The people who just make videos, that's not as important, I feel like. I don't know how many people would sign up to be a member or do super thanks for video, like people who just make videos.
I totally get that. Unless you are, unless it's this way where you are a content creator who makes videos, but you also stream.
Right.
Like you don't so I totally understand that. I mean, I know good people that make good money who do weather. Yes, I mean, do weather content. And but that's also I know who you're talking about because I watch them. But they're streaming. They stream for like 6 hours.
Right.
But that makes so much sense. Plus, they are doing a huge service because a lot more people have YouTube nowadays. YouTube is free. Some people can't afford cable or choose to not have cable. So if you're telling people there's tornadoes headed for you and it's an app everyone has, then 1K subscribers and 4,000 hours to unlock channel yes, that was what I had to do.
Yeah, and technically I did that because I couldn't get some AdSense stuff worked out.
Yeah, I remember you. That was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm glad it all worked. That was nuts. I'm like,
annoying.
This shouldn't be this hard. I don't know what's going on.
I remember I just said like, oh, I'm having some problem with some AdSense stuff, and like I'll just leave it at that. But I technically did have to wait until I reached the 1K subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I had that when I got monetized.
Yeah, that's really good.
Even though it was halved by the point I had started getting close to that point of being monetized.
Gaming, my opinion, is a hobby for me. Gaming is always my hobby. I mean, for most people, gaming is your hobby. Like,
right.
By the way, I love that battle you have. That's Ross. That is every day. That's you guys see in her chat is every day. That's not just because. That's an everyday thing. All the time.
Exactly.
It's great. It's constant. Oh, brother, the battle I won yesterday. Shut up. You shush. I did win. I win at other things. We have to pick and choose. Some things we're just winning at.
Right, exactly.
Like, yeah. I've been into gaming since I was 5. I loved it ever since. I got into gaming when I was about 8 years old.
I got into gaming when I was 3.
Dang. Okay, show off. So speaking of hobbies, we obviously know you do YouTube. You love gaming, but what are your hobbies outside of YouTube? What do you like to do for fun? Like if you have a group of friends, what do you want to go do?
Well, if I had a group of friends and we wanted to go do something, I would want to go bowling.
Oh my god, I love bowling.
I love bowling. I used to be in a bowling league.
Oh, so cute. I love that. Cat Mario, hello.
It was a lot of fun. But once pandemic hit, that went away, and some of my other outside of school activities went away as well.
How old were you? What grade were you in when
I was
in happened?
10th.
Oh my god. Okay, grade. You were a sophomore. Got it.
I was about halfway through my 10th grade year.
Yeah, yes. That is so crazy. And you know what's funny is like everyone talks about like that time, and I'm like, literally, like what happened with me is I went to Disney the week before. I went to freaking Disneyland with my family. And people were talking about it. And then I came home and found out I was pregnant. Straight up.
That's awesome.
I found out I was pregnant. The world hadn't shut down yet. I went back to work. I had only told my boss. I hadn't told anyone else. And then I remember the last day I worked was crazy. Because we kept getting told, because I'm a hairdresser, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And I'm just like, we're going to get shut down.
Right.
But I spent my pandemic growing a human. That's what I did. That was what occupied my time. I was growing a child.
I spent my pandemic playing Animal Crossing.
See, and that's a lot of things other people did. I was so late to the Switch game because I was pregnant. That's why I was so occupied with doctor's appointments and baby stuff, which is, that's what you do anyways. But bowling, I did bowling during my time in London. It was like 6 years ago. I've been bowling in
fun.
ages. We have this very,
It's fun.
very dank bowling alley. My husband's gone to it, but it's a very dank bowling alley. I think if we wanted to go, like,
Yeah.
do, like, some epic bowling with, like, the lights and stuff, we'd have to go to Knoxville.
Oh yeah, we have a couple near me, and like they both do lights and stuff. The city I used to live in had a better bowling alley, but
Yeah, where I
we-
used
we
to
have
live, like,
local.
in California, I had a pretty good bowling alley.
Mhm.
It was, like, just,
And-
it's fun, because it's, like, I mean, it depends on the day. Some days I do a really good game, and some days I'm like, yeah, can I just do Wii bowling?
Right. And like one of the bowling alleys used to do a summer pass where like if you paid for the summer pass, you would get 3 free games every day you go.
That's awesome.
They don't do that anymore.
That's really
And
cool.
it's so
I love
sad.
the packages. Like, if you were, like, combined with, like, a laser tag place or something, just do, like, a bundle deal. Like, that's
yeah.
just smart. Let me catch up on chat here.
Right.
Karen, have you getting... So, speaking of snow... y'all... Yeah, apparently we're getting hit hard with freezing cold weather. So, let me look at my... So, I apologize to all the Celsius users. You're gonna hate me. I'm not translating it for you, but... According to my phone, next Monday is a 50% chance of snow. The low's 28. The Tuesday, 40% chance of snow. This is going to be a snow day for my son. I'm calling it 7 degrees. Wednesday, the low is
Dang.
3 freaking degrees. 3.
Wow.
3.
And 7 degrees
Hey,
Fahrenheit
beautiful.
is negative 13
Welcome
Celsius,
in. Hey,
just so you
beautiful.
know.
Dude, like 3 degrees. Remember where I'm from originally. I can't get over seeing that number on my phone.
We're gonna get to like a high of 30s, which is insane for...
Oh, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Podcast hype. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful. I got 3 is negative 16. There you go. There's the translation for all
There
you
you go.
Celsius users. I don't understand. Why can't you just use
Yeah, that-
Fahrenheit? Why does everything have to be different?
We all need to be on one system.
One system. But America
The
goes, we don't
American
like the
system.
metric system.
The American system.
So bowling, what else? Do you like going to see movies?
I do like seeing movies, but like as of late, there hasn't been anything
No.
out that's very good. Like I want to see Kung Fu Panda when it comes to theaters.
See, I never
Other
got
than
into
that-
Kung Fu Panda. I never got
Aaron,
into
you
that
have
series,
to.
but I
It's
could have
so
been.
good.
My theory is I started to get too old around that time because
Probably.
not to make her feel really. I am about a decade older than Purple. I think I
It's
actually
okay,
am.
I'm used to being
I
the
think
baby.
I am, in fact, a whole decade older than her.
Yes, you are.
I am. Yep. There are 10 years between us, which is so
Yes.
great. It's crazy that I'm just
That
10
is
years
crazy.
older than you. Grandstar
know.
Luigi, what's up?
Hey, Grandstar. Hashtag cancel Grandstar.
Oh, Fairy, can I come visit? If you want to come to the snow, I've been telling Purple, just come down to the snow. But
I
you'll
wanna
be in
come to the
school.
snow.
But you're going to be back in school.
I know. Stupid school.
No, it is not stupid. I say anything like, my theory in life has been to always have something for yourself. That's just how I've always been. Something. Like, just something. So, I
Right.
applaud you for going to school to get your degree. It's not easy. I couldn't do it. I did beauty school, but that's still like anything, trade school, whatever, as long as, whatever, as long as you can make yourself financially stable in life. Oh God,
Right.
no, Zero, not you jumping into the pools again. I had snow on Sunday, 9 inches. Cancel Purple Phoenix. Oh.
Cancel Grandstar.
Cancel.
Freaking raining right now.
It's so
We're not getting
awful and
snow.
ugly right now. I hate it. It's raining here
Terrible.
too. It's raining.
Awful.
It's pouring.
And like this morning, I woke up at 5:30, but it was like lightning and thunder, so I'm like, I'm gonna go back to bed. I didn't care. Oh.
And you have a nice
Bye,
sunset.
Grandstar.
Anyone want to use it? I mean, I don't know. It's too early for a sunset right now.
Yeah. What time? It's 10:29 for me.
Purple, you excited
Am
for
I
school
excited
tomorrow?
for school
Who's
tomorrow? I mean, I'm excited to go back. Yeah, I'm excited to get into the courses, see what it's all about. I think it'll be fun. I get to have some of the classmates I have from a couple of my other classes, so I'll kind of know some of the people there.
That's nice.
Yeah. And so we'll all just like speed run the homework, 'cause that's what we do. We'll like group together and we're like, how fast can we get this done? And we're like all checking each other's answers. It's
How
really fun.
long until? So what degree are you going for? What are you gonna get?
Okay. Well, what is it called? It's a degree in mathematics. I want to be able to teach math at a college. That's what I want to be
So
able
I
to do.
think you're probably gonna have to go up to your bachelor's.
Yes, I will. But I'm gonna get my master's because
Ooh, we really
that's
we.
just yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going for the
Hey,
master's.
that's
PhD,
awesome.
I don't know, but master's I'm definitely gonna go for.
That's
And
awesome. I mean, the good thing
yeah.
is that you can like if you once you get at least your associates first or even your bachelor's, you can go work while you work on your master's.
Right, and they're probably going to make me do that, I would imagine, especially for being a teacher.
I went for honors
And
and that
so
was
like
4 years of hell. I couldn't. I'll just be honest. It's so funny because talking to a math major, I struggle with math. I actually read numbers backwards. That's
oh,
just so. When I went to school, at least here in America, and I'm sure you have to do basically you have to take your general like education classes, which
uh-huh.
sucks because it's almost like what's the point? And because
Right.
I couldn't do a certain type of math, even though my degree was going to be in communications, which is ironic that I do this now,
Mhm.
they weren't gonna budge on that.
Uh-huh.
So I was really depressed, and so I always had like a love for beauty and stuff. I wanted to do beauty stuff right out of high school, but I'm glad I
Mhm.
waited because I really
Mhm.
wanted to do that. So my parents approached me and were like, "Do you want to pursue this as your career?" And I said yes. And that was one of the best. And I remember my dad because the people at the junior college were just so rude. He walked over and ripped up their check for them and said, "She ain't gonna be back."
Nice.
I ain't gonna be back. I couldn't get a
Yeah.
degree. I couldn't afford it. At least I have a certificate. That's the thing, Kade. Be proud of that. A certificate,
Mhm.
anything. Be proud of that. Anything that you do that can make you stable. That's awesome. And there's no
Right.
shame in that at all. None.
Mhm.
Like if Emmett came to
Um,
me and wanted to be a plumber, I would encourage that. Or an
right.
electrician. Like if school
Right.
wasn't the route for him, I'd be like, absolutely. You go
Right.
for it. Thaws
Mhm.
out. I'm alive again. E. Yes, E.
E
E.
EA Sports.
EA Sports.
I know
I've
that was
applied
cringe.
for
I'm sorry.
university. I wanted to get a degree in cybersecurity. That sounds interesting.
Fancy. That's real fancy. But yeah, that is that's what I want to do. I want to be able to teach math at a college, but I don't know if I'd be able to get into being able to teach at a college right away. Very likely I'd have to be able to teach at a high school first. Um, so I'll have to like work with my degree and get certain things.
You're probably going to definitely need your credentials, which is like
Yeah.
huge. That's the thing a
Right.
lot of people like they
Exactly.
want to teach, but getting your teaching credentials will open the doors so
Yes,
much further.
exactly. Mhm.
No, Emmett needs to be a construction worker like in the movie. Yes, I named my son after the Lego movie. That is actually not a joke. We like the name Emmett, and Emmett in the Lego movie is just a really sweet guy.
He is.
Except we spell it with one T, which is actually the Lego movie spelling. The Lego movie spelling is EMMET.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't
That
know
is
that.
the actual spelling. Not that I Googled it and stuff. Oh, yeah, Sir
Yeah.
Zero, you're fine. You know,
Yeah, you're
there's
good,
nothing
Zero.
wrong with being honest. Like, that's me 24/7. In case y'all hadn't figured that out by now. Cody, hello. Everything is
welcome in.
awesome. Yes. And his first birthday was Lego themed. Not Lego movie
Aw.
themed, but we just did Lego because you would be surprised how little Lego movie birthday stuff there is.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I bet there is.
Like,
Like very little of that.
and I'm surprised because it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just that it's not as popular as it was, but
Mm-hmm. Right.
yeah, like,
That's so cute.
oh yeah. And then this year he had a Cars themed birthday. We're all about Cars and Lightning
Yes.
McQueen.
I want a Cars theme birthday. That's what I want.
Have a Cars themed birthday then. Hot take, Lego
For my
Movie 2
20th,
sucked.
I had a Cars theme birthday.
What have you studied, Karen? I am a licensed cosmetologist. I went to beauty school and I completed my 1,600 hours. I am a licensed professional, and I can say that because
You
I
can cut
literally
my
have
hair.
that. So I do hair, makeup. I suck at nails. Don't ask me to do your nails. But I am licensed in all that hair stuff, hair coloring, cutting, makeup. I've done a few weddings. It's been great. So I have
Oh,
that.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
regular college did not work for me, as I was mentioning, because they refused to work around the fact that I couldn't do math. So I had to plan B something, and I love it so much.
Right.
Like, I
Yeah.
generally, I do eventually know there's going to come a time where I will go back to work. I just don't know when. And it's
Right.
just something that has to be the right timing. It's not right now, but maybe in like
Right.
maybe in like 2 years, because I would like to get my hands back into it. But I need all new tools too. Like all of my tools are dated and old, and I need to get new stuff, because most jobs don't supply your scissors. That's you.
Right.
You got to have your texturizing shears, your razors, and your clippers. That's all on you usually. They supply like the blow dryers and the stand you're gonna sit at, but as far as tools go, that's on you. And shears are not cheap. Good shears are like $200.
Good grief.
Yes. So I'd have to really be budget. Like if I ever were to go back to work in a job, I'd have to budget that.
Right.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. I really have enjoyed that. I have that. I was always a student that struggled in school a little bit. But when I went to beauty school, it made so much sense. I never failed a single test. Every test was an A,
awesome.
which is, that
that's
was unheard of.
awesome.
I was the kid that would get like C's. I'm not going to shy away from that. I struggled really hard in school, but I do think that's because
Right.
I was just bullied mercilessly all the time, so I couldn't focus. But I would love to have you do my hair, because I can't seem to have anyone here because my hair is thick and long. Well, Mackie, what kind of I can probably help. What kind of style are you looking for? Because the biggest thing with hair is the consultation is the make or break. Like I would interview people for like minutes, like what are we doing? Or I have a story. So my actual least favorite clients to do are children. My least favorite, because you're not pleasing just the kid, it's the parents. And I've had some awful parents. So one time, I kid you not, I have an older brother and a little brother come in. And the brother doesn't know. And I said, can you call your mom for me and put her on the phone? I literally made him call his mom, and we had a consultation on the phone.
Wow.
Because I was like, no, I'm not going to have some lady come back and scream at me, which has happened, because she wasn't here and sent this teenager in charge of this kid.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Right.
I actually know someone who was a teacher, and she'll tell you how much she hated it. It's not for everyone. My dad's been a teacher for 30 years. He retired teaching in California to teach here, but he genuinely loves teaching math. He's a math teacher. It's funny. My dad's a math teacher, and I can't do math. It doesn't make any sense.
Like, here's the thing. I don't think I could teach, like, little kids. I think that would be a little hard for me to do. But teaching people who are, like, you know, older teenagers or, you know, like, young adults, I feel like that would be a little bit easier for me. And I know at college, like, you have people of all ages, but you get what I'm saying. Like, people who aren't just, like, little kids.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny is that like, people just assume because I'm a mom that I just love everybody else's kids. No. I do not. Let me be clear. I love my kid. Other people's kids, it depends.
Yeah.
It just depends. Like,
it depends.
It just depends. Like, it's not like just because you become a parent, you're suddenly in love with everybody else's kids. Babies, yes.
Right.
I love babies. Give me a baby. I will watch that baby and, like, snuggle that baby. Like, babies, I'm more comfortable with for sure. Like, I'm just like, give me baby.
Right.
But kids,
then the 2-year-olds.
Yeah, like, mainly because I do have a toddler at home, I'm just like, look, I can deal with him. I cannot handle any of y'all. Sorry. Honestly, if you teach high school, you cannot deal with teaching young kids. Yeah, like, younger, like, to elementary school teachers, mad props to you.
Yeah.
Or junior high, like, Leaf teaches junior high, and she deserves the biggest medal ever.
Yes.
Because I don't know how she does it.
I think I'd die.
I don't know how she does it. She's like a godsend, and I don't know how she does it. And she's been doing it for years. And so I don't know. She's so good.
I don't know.
I'm an uncle to my big brother's 2 children. My niece can be a handful, but she's my little chug-a-bug. Oh, so sweet. One of my friends is the same. They really enjoy working with babies. I love working with babies. Like, I mean, they're just babies. Babies don't do a whole lot. They just don't. They just
look at you.
They just look at you all cute, and they're so chunky. Like, my kid was a chunk. When I look back at baby was a roly-poly baby. And it goes so fast. I was actually looking at pictures the other day, and I got all emotional because I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna be 4 this year. How?
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, my baby. It goes so fast. It goes so fast.
I know.
She wouldn't leave my side last time I saw her in summer last year. That's awesome. I teach both middle school and high school because it's 11-18 for high school here. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Although at least people who take education seriously more than grade school. Seriously in college. Well, most people, it's, hi, sorry I'm late. No worries, Jennifer, you're good.
Honey, I'd say it depends on what you're going to teach. If you're going to teach, like, at a community college or a 2-year school, it really will depend. Because I have had a lot of classmates who really just don't care. They don't care.
Well,
and
and same with beauty school. When I did beauty school, because that's a lot of money. That's still a tuition.
Right.
And so I remember the first day they asked, why do you want to be in here? And some of the answers were like, me, I'm really passionate about this. I've always have been. And some of these kids' answers were, my parents are making me. And guess what? Those are the kids that didn't continue. And I'm just like, why are you here? Like, literally, there was tuition I had to pay after school. It wasn't just a cheap thing.
Right.
So it's like, I don't understand why you're just, like, bumming through it, wasting money.
Right.
I thought to myself, if I hadn't recovered by then, I would soon afterwards.
You went to community college. I mean, like, that's what I'm doing right now. But
That's
I mean,
okay.
a lot of the students I see, like, do try, but there are some who, like, just don't care. They won't do the homework. Like, I had a history professor last semester. He was great, and, like, he really did care about the students.
Has
And
the
he would make
podcast
it
started
very
yet?
clear.
Yeah, we're in the middle of it right now.
Yeah. And, like, he would make it very clear that, okay, you cannot turn in the work after this date. And he would give us, like, so much time, like, weeks to work on stuff. And there were people after the deadline that say, I didn't get one of the assignments. And
Every
I'm like,
time.
oh my god.
Don't mind me eating. I don't want my blood sugar to tank.
No, you're good.
But yeah, those professors that give you ample time, like, that is so good. So I don't feel sorry, like,
Right.
oh, well.
No. Like, it was so... Now, I'm very college ready. I feel like I do very well in college, but, like, even if I wasn't college ready, I don't think I would find this too terribly difficult. Just to follow a deadline. It's just that the people didn't want to do
There's
work.
deadlines in life, though. That's the thing. If you can't follow a simple
Right.
deadline in school, how are you going to be in
Right.
life? How are you going to keep a
Right.
job? Like, with
Right.
my school, with my beauty school, we actually had to clock in because it's hour-based. So that was such good training. Like, obviously, like, if you don't show up, you don't get it. But literally, they're like, well, if you don't clock in and come to school, you're not going to graduate. And if you don't graduate, you're not going to get out there. And so,
Right.
though I'm a loving uncle, I'm fine not being a dad. I prefer not to, thanks. And hey, you know what? That is... Being a parent is something that is not taken seriously enough. Like, yes, children and babies are cute. Absolutely. But they are a person with feelings, with hopes and dreams of their own, and they require a lot of care. It is a lot of sacrifice. So I like to say, unless you are willing to fully give up yourself as a person, don't have kids. There's my PSA. Don't have kids. Be safe. There's my PSA. Be safe. Sorry, I gotta be real here. I'm almost 30. Like, you know what? Like, be smart.
Right.
Be smart.
And like, there's the saying that every child deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves a child. And like that's so true, because like children do need someone to take care of them, but the parents that will have kids and will not do anything with their kids, it's just so sad.
And I mean, yes, there are days where I'm just like, man, I miss doing XYZ, but then I look at my son's face and I remember why I love being a mom so much. It's watching them grow up and learn things, and he makes me laugh so much. And my son's just such a sweetheart, and I don't take that for granted at all. But again, it's like, you know, they need you need to make sure they got food, they have clothes, they have attention, they have, you know, that you're teaching them things and stuff. And that's the thing, is like, well, my biggest thing is like, you know, they're gonna, when they get older, they're gonna be this own person, and they're gonna have wants and desires. Purple Lightning, hello.
Lightning, hello.
I mean, I was 25 when Emmett was born. I was ready mentally, but there are things that I've learned that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just the sleep. It's not just the, oh, baby wakes up in the middle of the night. Cool. Everybody knows that. That's like parenting 101. It's that all the other things you learn along the journey. And I'm sure your parents would tell you, Purple, about your stuff that you were doing.
Oh, yeah. They tell me about all the things I did when I was little.
I'm 26 and I don't have kids yet, and that's okay. Like, our society, like, okay, we're gonna talk here for a minute. I'm a bad example. Okay? In this sense, I was 21 when I got married. Do not base that if you are gonna be forever alone. Please. I implore you. Don't look at me as an example. I just knew from the get-go what I wanted, and I wanted to get married young. But that is not ideal for everyone.
Exactly.
I don't regret it. I love that I'm getting to grow old with my husband and our journey together from being super young in our 20s to being in our 30s now. But that's not for everyone. But I'm just saying that if you are in your 30s and you are not married, don't freak out. Most people aren't getting married till like 35. So you're not doing something wrong. And some people don't even have kids till they're 40 now.
Exactly.
So again, just wanted to make that clear. Like, any of you feel like, oh, it hasn't happened for me no, because the society has changed a lot. It's gonna keep evolving.
Yes.
You know? And that's the thing, is we're all on our life journey. We're all on our paths. Yes, are we gonna compare ourselves as humans? Absolutely. That's normal. I mean, I do it all the time. I won't bring up why, but there's some things in my life where I go, well, what's wrong with me? But I just have to know that it's not my time yet or my turn yet, and I have to swallow and accept that, which is fine. And that's, that's what we have to do, is I think because we just have to tell ourselves to be patient. And let me catch up on chat here. It's time for Goth the Goat. All I'll say is I'm proud of my big brother since definitely not found a tree to grow on. Oop, dinner's ready. I'm gonna alert now. Enjoy. Good for you. Thank you, Mackie. Marriage is a big commitment. Marry whenever you feel comfortable for you. Well, it's not just comfortable. It's that, are you willing to spend the rest of your life with this person?
Right.
Through good and bad. That's another thing. Is that, like, I don't know why this is turning into Goth's life advice, and Purple's just like, yeah, go for it, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, marriage is not just being there when it is good. Unless there are actual horrible reasons not to stay with someone, which, yes, you should leave. But if it's just rough patches, life happens. That honeymoon phase, gone. It is up to you to decide if it is worth it. Do you love them with when you get married, you make vows. Whether you make vows in the more religious sense or vows in the more secular sense, you're making vows to that person that you are going to stand by them through all of it. And that is why, like, someone in the chat tells me, because I've talked about, like, stuff, they're like, you've been married for almost 7 years going on 8. That is not a fluke. And I have to believe that's because me and my husband love each other and are willing to put the work in. So that's my other advice. Don't get married unless you are willing to work through the bad times, because it is not all hunky-dory. Any relationship is not hunky-dory. But marriage, especially when you bring kids in, that is a different story.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is good advice. Okay, well, but yeah, you know what, Purple, you're young. Hopefully you're listening to me.
I am listening. Trust me, I hear about this a lot too from my parents, and like they tell me pretty much the exact same thing.
Okay,
like,
good. So yeah, your parents can approve of the Goth Rock Fairy advice.
Yes.
All right.
And they're like, yes, this is correct.
Karen, thank you for telling the facts. Some people are late bloomers, and there's nothing wrong. Yes, Rabbit Dude, there is nothing wrong with that. I believe, this is my last thing I'll say, is I believe that everyone is entitled to their special person. I believe that fully, that everyone has a special someone out there. Whether you've met them already, or whether you don't know when you're going to meet them. They're out there. But I firmly believe that you're going to meet them when you are ready for them. So yeah. Exactly. Hey, X-Virus, divorcing about cost. Yes, it does. We won't get, that's very heavy stuff, but yes. Yeah. Repost, I'm happy I made way in this community. You guys are amazing. You're amazing, Ross. I'm 26 and I'm happy with my horse. Hey, man.
I love that.
I love that for you. And then, so speaking of happy stuff, so Purple, you've hit 2K, which is amazing. So what kind of, I know you've talked about that, hitting 1K, you kind of hit your goal, but what do you want for your channel going forward? Like, what do you see for the rest of the year? Realistically.
Realistically, right. I'm going to hit 1 million this year. No. Imagine if I did, though. My goals for the channel, basically, I do want to keep doing it as I keep going through college. I don't want it to fall on the wayside, but
it won't. You won't let it.
I'm willing. I will put college first. That's what you should do. You should have your priorities straight.
Yes.
But I want to be able to still keep it going, even through college and everything. And I know I'll have breaks and all that, but I want to keep doing that. I want to keep growing the community. Because, I'm seeing the numbers grow up, but I like to see the community, grow. And I see more people that I see coming into my chat, all the time. They stay. And it's it's really cool to get to see new people and, get to talk to new people. I love that. It's kind of like a social thing for me. where I get to
We have
just
said
talk
the
to a
same
lot of
thing.
people
Like,
and
we do
expose-
this for the social
Right.
aspect. Like, if
Right.
we wanted to not talk to y'all, we do videos.
Exactly.
But we do this
Right.
because we genuinely love connecting with y'all.
Right. And like, yeah, when I streamed in the beginning, I had like one person in my chat, but I still like enjoyed it. Even
Yeah.
when chat's slow, like I still enjoy it because like I don't know, I get to share like this love of games that I've had since I was like 3 years old with other people, and to me that's just like kind of cool.
It is
So
cool.
like as far as numbers goals, I don't have them anymore because all I wanted to do was to hit 1K and get monetized within a year of being on YouTube, and that's hard to do, and I did do it, and I feel very proud of myself for doing that. But I just want people to be happy when they watch my content. Like, I know if I'm sad, like sometimes, oh, so and so is streaming or so and so put out this video, and it's like, okay, well I get to watch this, and it like takes my mind
Yes, that's
off of what I was sad about.
That's what
So
I try to
I want
do
to be able
here.
to do that for someone else.
I really do. Like I've said, like I don't care what's going on with me, but like if y'all are having like a crap day or crap moment, if you can come here and forget for a bit, I've done my job. That's how I feel. Like if you could just
Right.
relax, and that's all. I'm gonna learn. Okay, Richard, no worries. But yeah,
No worries.
Vats, hello,
Right.
welcome in. What's up? I usually am online at this time. It's just been a while because my son was in school and I cannot do day streams if he is not in school. Well put there. Being a YouTuber is more about making others happy. It is. Now,
Right.
that doesn't mean you subject yourself to people who are god-awful in chat. I firmly believe because
No.
here's the thing. Is because as content creators, yes, we do this to make other people happy, but we do this for fun ourselves. Maybe we're
Right.
having a tough time. Maybe we just need a breather. For me, like, when I come to stream, I can just kind of just veg out and be with y'all. Because
Yeah.
when I'm with my son or I'm on, like, 24/7, my brain is going. I am doing something, taking care of my kid, making sure the house isn't falling apart, making appointments, making sure everything's good. My brain literally does not stop. So when I
Right.
come to stream, it kind of slows down a little bit and I can just kind of be chill. So if I'm
Right.
coming in to do this and there's some a-hole in my chat, that's gonna bring my
Right.
mood down. Like, that's
Right.
why, I'll be honest here, I have a very high ban of, like, I don't care. If you're coming into my chat and you're just being god-awful, you're gone. No second chances, because
that's
I
what
do
I've
this
had
for
to-
fun.
That's what I've had to figure. That's what I've had to learn myself, because I did have people in the beginning who were like kind of annoying, but I just like didn't want to ban them because I didn't want to hurt their
You're
feelings.
afraid, yes, you're
but it
also
was-
afraid that it's gonna hurt your growth. Let's be honest, we all
Right.
feel that way, that, oh, if I do
Right.
this or ban this person, my numbers are gonna go down. Which, yes,
Right.
when you do ban them, you lose a subscriber.
Right. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, well, if they really do want to watch me, they can watch without chatting, because they were just being stupid. They were being annoying. They were making my life stressful, inappropriate, whatever the heck they were doing. And my life will be better if they're just gone.
Yeah, and I've said this is that, like, I know I don't have as much leniency as other streamers, but I don't care. I do this for fun. If you're being annoying or you're being an a-hole or you're disrespecting my mods, there's the door. I'm doing this for fun.
Right.
I don't have time
And
to deal
that's
with your
where I-
crap.
Especially the disrespecting my mods. That's where I really cross the line. If I see someone disrespecting my mods, no, I don't put up with that, because I have mods for a reason. I trust my mods, and
Yes.
they do amazing for me.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
look,
hey,
like,
hey,
you're a mod-
hey,
you're
you're
a
a mod
mod
for
for
me. You're a mod for me.
We mod for
We
each
mod
other.
for
and,
each
like,
other.
Karen-
And that's the
Right,
thing is,
and
like, I'll
Karen-
just be 100% honest with you. We have talked about this, is that because
Mm-hmm.
you are so young, you are so sweet, I'm very protective of you because I know
Right.
how the internet works. I'd rather them yell at me than yell at you. I don't care. Like, you can just leave. Like, if you're going to be weird and creepy, bye. You can come scream in my face. I can take it. I'm almost
Right.
30. Bye.
And like I appreciate that, because
Oh, got your back all the time. Like, I used to be, a long time ago, I used to be
back
your
in
age.
the olden
Back
days.
in the covered wagon days.
Right.
Back in
And,
ye
you
old
know.
times. Disturbed people are not worth any streamer's time. Boo without hesitation. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, as we as creators are just here to entertain and nothing more. Exactly. Mod buddies. And that's the thing is, like, if something needs to be discussed where you're willing to reinstate someone, you can do it off stream.
Right.
And that's another thing I kind of want to talk about is, like, I'll just be honest, like, I'm sure, is that, guys, when you are chatting in our streams, please be mindful of the things you say. Even if it comes from a place of good, please be aware it
Yeah.
affects our moods
Mm-hmm.
heavily. And
Right.
it affects chat's mood heavily.
Right.
Please.
Right.
Even if, like, especially if it involves someone we care about.
Mm-hmm.
That's, like, again, I just think some things run it through your head 50 times fast. Wait, no, Ross, no, you're good, Ross. We're talking about something else. We're just saying, like, in general, chat.
In general.
Some people, like, because it's the internet, people think they don't have to filter. Yes, you still do.
Right.
But we, as I've mentioned several times before, is that we are people behind our screens who have emotions. And when we see something upsetting that's out of our control and then have to come back and refocus and the vibe's been disturbed, that's really hard.
Right.
You don't just,
you
don't come back from that.
Right. And it's just kind of like, you know, when people, I don't mind people saying like, oh, I had a bad day or whatever.
No, that's
and
not
like,
what we're
maybe
saying.
they say, right, and like that, but it's like when you bring the whole chat down as well.
And again,
like,
it can, like, even if you're coming from a place of concern.
Right.
But you have to think of what's going on at the moment. Is it something, and then if I'll be honest, if it is something that is super concerning, DM the person.
Right.
Just DM them. Like, don't do it in chat, please. Like,
right.
I've seen this more and more. Yeah. If it's something dire and you need to tell us, just DM us. Don't.
Right.
Everyone.
We'll be open to it.
Remember, when you are streaming, there are people in chat. Eyes are going to be on what you say. Just kind of see it that way.
Right. Our chats aren't moving very, very quickly, so everyone sees every little thing you say.
Yes, and that's the thing, is that's what I love is about me and you can, like, me and Savannah can basically talk about anything, which is so nice because we get it. Not every, you know.
Right.
Also, we ain't professionals. If you're looking for that, find help somewhere else. And yes, James, I agree with that. Sometimes that stuff can get heavy, and especially because I have my own mental health battles. I understand if you want to come and talk about how you've been feeling, fine, but please just be aware that we all have things that set us off.
Right.
So just be mindful of that.
And like, it's okay that you are talking about your problem. I mean, it's not that we're like, okay, you can't never talk about your problem.
Exactly. No, that's not what we're saying at all.
But like, please, find a way to pivot if you can.
Joking about disabilities and health is a huge no-no for me. Speaking of, I think that's a good thing to talk about. So this happened, me and Savannah, we talked about this, is that, look, y'all, I am a mother of a child with autism. I take it very seriously. It's not a game. And you could word it better than I am, is that we've noticed that in the community, some people want to blame their poor behavior on the fact that they are on the spectrum disorder, and I think that's very appalling and disrespectful.
It is.
Like, that's just awful.
Right. And like, I don't really have anyone that I know personally that is autistic. Now, I know people in chat that are autistic, but like, they don't behave like that.
No.
You know?
No.
And so it's like, okay, well, it's not hard to follow the rules just because you have autism. You can do it. Like, don't blame it on your disability that you can't not say ooh woo in my chat or whatever the heck you're doing.
Right. And again, because I have a child with autism, I don't want him to be labeled that he can't follow directions because of his mindset. The kid follows directions. He goes to school. Yeah. So it's like, again, it's very, like, especially to me as a mother of a son with autism, it's very offensive when I see that. People making excuses and trying to put, like, I get it. Autism does affect the mind in different ways. Absolutely. Again, mother of a child with autism. But if you are using that as an excuse to drop F-bombs and be rude and awful and disgusting, no. You're being offensive to the entire autism community.
Exactly.
Awful. Let me read chat here. Y'all are too sweet. People can be awful. Lots of people know how to use a filter, and it's sad. Well, especially because this is the internet and people think they're invincible.
Right.
You're not.
Like, someone's not gonna come up to me and just say ooh woo in my face, right? Like, no, they'll do it behind a screen though.
Like, remember what someone said? That'll be really weird if they did that. Yeah. And that's the thing, is I think that was hilarious. I had someone with bipolar and someone passed away cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Kade. That's really sad. And then there's something else I wanted to talk about. I asked your permission to talk about this. Is that, so as you guys know, me and Savannah are girls on the internet.
Yeah.
Whoa.
My God.
What a rarity.
I know.
Something I have talked about with her intensely is that Savannah, without beating around the bush here, you have a 90% of your audience is male.
Yes.
And I think
that's correct. Like, let me pull up the actual number, because it changes all the time.
All right, let's see what it says as of today.
Let's see what it says today. How many guys are watching me? 92%, 92.1% is male.
And female?
7.9% is female. Now, for my live stream...
Hey, 7, that's gone up! All right! right.
89.5% male, 10.5% female for my live streams.
That's getting, hey, you know what? That number is getting, so can you kind of walk me your feelings on that a little bit? I know we've talked about it, but I feel like because you and I are both females on the internet, that it's kind of important to talk about. That's not saying you're not appreciative of your audience. That's not what we're saying. We're just saying that, you know, as a girl, when it's a bunch of men, sometimes it's just a little interesting. Again, not dissing the audience.
No, the audience is great.
Y'all the audience is great. We just have to talk about
James. No.
We just have to be completely honest about what's happening. And you know, and so I'll let you take the floor a little bit on your feelings on this.
So I mean, like, it was kind of funny because when I first started doing it, I noticed that male number was very, very high, and I'm like, okay, wow. Well, I hope as I get more people in, that number's gonna change. And the funny thing is, the male number has stayed about the same the entire time I've been doing content creation. And so I'm like, well, I mean, the males in my chat most of the time, they're fine. They're fine, but I feel like you can get a few that are a little bit odd. And they will say weird things. And I don't like that.
No, and also, let's speak, I'm just going to be honest, I can say this since I'm older, is that you are a very nice, young, single young woman who streams.
Yes.
And that's just the truth. Girl. That is the truth, the reality. You are very young, beautiful, single on the internet.
Yes.
And
it's
some men take that as an opportunity to be weird, and it's not okay. Like, Purple carries herself as someone who's older. Guys, remember, she is 19.
19.
And I'm going to say that because I'm going to be protective. She is 19 freaking years old. So do not say crap to someone you would not say to a young lady in person.
Exactly.
And it has been, and there are other streamers who are older who are aware of this, and they see it too.
Right.
And so...
Yeah. And as I've been growing, like, I've noticed it happen a little bit more often than I would like. But the thing is, like, I don't always know how to change. And, like, I don't mind if I have males that come into my chat. Like, I'm not saying, all right, any male that comes in my chat, I'm kicking you out. No, that's not what I'm saying. I wish I could have more females in my audience because females just won't act the same way towards me that males potentially could.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You know it makes sense.
And so the only way for me to do that is to play the cozy games. And, like, I like cozy games. I like them. But I love streaming Mario Kart. I love streaming Mario Party. I love streaming Zelda. And, like, I still want to do that stuff. And, like, I don't care if, like, my whole chat's filled with dudes. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not always thinking about that. But it's, like, when you have weirdos that want to come in, it's kind of an eye-opener. Like, okay, wow. This is a little bit... odd.
And we talked about this as a mod. She has 19 chat rules. She shouldn't have 19 chat rules.
Actually, I think it's 20 now. Is it 20 now?
It's probably, that's what I'm saying. We have, as I'm on staff, 20 chat rules. 20, because people don't listen.
And, like, I thought, okay, well, I see all these other streamers only have, like, 5 or 6
Let's
rules.
be, I mean, hey.
Normal things. But then as I started getting into it, I'm like, okay, well, now I have to tell people don't ask to be a mod. Understand your race suggestions aren't going to get picked. Don't ask for your comments to be read all the time. Please don't tell us your age if you're under 18. Please don't do this, that, and the other. And, like, come on, it should all be stuff you can understand.
Don't ask personal questions about the streamer.
Exactly.
Like,
and, like, originally I didn't mind answering, like, okay, yeah, I'm 19, you know, I don't mind saying that. I don't mind saying I'm from Alabama. I don't care saying that. But it's like, I could kind of tell that when randoms would come in and ask those questions, I'm like, that's odd.
Gives you the little bit, as a female, we get this thing called the ick. We feel like this, we feel very uncomfortable. It doesn't take much.
No.
So when we get to that ick point, we're done. We don't feel comfortable and we just want to run.
Right.
We don't want to stay. We're like, let me catch up on chat here. I love how we went from Savannah's backstory. Don't be weird, guys. Well, this is it's not. It's just that should be a given, but it's just more talking about, you know.
It's kind of it's more like sad that you even have to talk about that. It's just like you wish people would just be nice and like you're playing a freaking game. You shouldn't have to worry about this kind of stuff, but people will be weird
And
on
it's
the
like,
internet.
especially like, because it is a game, it should be fairly easy to stay on topic. But then people just completely go off the rails. Like, what are you even talking about?
Right.
This has nothing to do with Zelda or Mario Party.
No.
And it's out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Like, I have a firm rule, kind of trying, like, it's not, it should be one of my rules, but it's don't be so random to the point it completely derails chat. Because that does happen. I always read streamers, Purple Lightning, facts. Freaking just be polite. It shouldn't be that hard. Exactly. Cosmic says, I'm still here listening, and there's a lot of good points you two made. Well, thank you. It's just best to be honest. Like,
and like, I think a lot of y'all in here get that.
Yes.
You get exactly what we're saying. But there's people who don't get that. And I think sometimes some people do it just to be weird. And they know that they're doing it just to be weird.
Or because they know that, unfortunately, the weirdness is going to get them attention. That's freaking true, too. Like, they know, so if I say this, I'm going to get someone riled up. And you shouldn't think that way. Like, yeah, you're going to get attention. Like, you're going to be out of the stream if you don't keep your mouth shut.
Right. And I mean, like, when someone does it, I'm not going to go off at them about it. In fact, like, if Mod will just remove the message, I won't even say anything about it. Like, it's just, like, it just happens. Yeah. And so when my mods do ban the person, or they remove the messages, or tell the person themselves, it keeps me from having to get my hands dirty with it as the streamer. And same thing with you, Karen. If that happened in your chat, your mods should take care of it, and you shouldn't have to worry about it. That's what I feel about it.
Yes, I hate it. I'm actually very uncomfortable with confrontation. So if you guys, like, some of y'all are so fast, I don't even see it. Which is good, because then I don't get distracted, because my attention is to be on you guys and talking to you guys and playing the game.
Right.
Or whatever I'm doing. It gets to a point where it gets to be annoying. I'm going to thanks, Jennifer, for stopping by. The thing is, most of chat is fine, but there are always one or two people that refuse to cooperate. Yes. Exactly. But they always are the biggest problem. Yeah, like, definitely attention-based.
This user.
Welcome in, Jade. Yes, there's still some more. We're still going for a little bit. I'm glad you can make it. Sorry you had a stupid work meeting scheduled. Being nice is such a foreign concept to people on the internet. Again, but I think because Rabbit Dude, I think because they feel it is the internet, they can just say what they want. In reality, you still can't. Like, it's...
And, like, we don't know who that person is.
No.
At all. We just sort of... We see a username, but we don't know who that is, really. Even if they have their full name in there, we still don't really know who that is.
Right.
Like, there could be a million, I don't know, John Browns or whatever.
John Brown. Hello. John Brown. Apologies to anyone named John in the chat.
I'm sorry, John Brown. But, like, you don't exactly know who those people are. You don't know exactly where they live. You don't know much about them.
And that's what really makes me mad when people, like, talk about their age, or even if you're hinting what grade you are, like, oh my god, please don't.
Right.
Like,
exactly. There are weirdos on the internet.
There are weirdos on the internet, or just saying weird things that are going to get you attention from weirdos. Like, that's what I'm saying. Again, run it through your head, kind of what you're going to say.
Right. Think before you speak. It's not
like, even if you think you're trying to be funny, especially because there's a lot of people that try to be funny, and it's like, please stop talking.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. Please. Yeah. I'm begging you, please stop. John Doe.
Exactly.
Because, like, again, we just want to come in and stream and have fun with y'all. Like, if there's extra crap going on, that's going to make us hate it. John Brown. Viscom 1, hello, anonymity brings out the worst in people. Honestly, like, it's always those, like, it's always the chat names that are pretty generic that usually scare me, because those are the ones that are usually the ones to do it. Right. Like, they don't, they don't use, it's like, unless we've seen them a few times, like, where it's like someone coming in or just like asking. I actually had someone mention something inappropriate, and like, it wasn't inappropriate enough, but I saw it, but it was removed by my mod immediately. It was just very weird, and it gave me a little bit of ick.
Yeah.
But it was handled.
I think I know which one you were talking about.
DM me what you think it is, because it's the one that got deleted. I just was like, what the heck? We cannot get the troll, but yes, we can't give them ammunition at all. And that's one thing I wish YouTube would absolutely be better on. If you're going to have a streaming platform, please be better at that.
Right. And, like, that's what Twitch does so well now. I don't really think I would want to move to Twitch.
No, I'm not moving
completely.
to Twitch. I'm too lazy.
I would consider it to be, like, an extra platform maybe I could use. but I would never like want to do it full time. Although their mod tools are really nice.
You know what's actually fun fact is my first stream ever was on Twitch because I had to wait 24 hours for YouTube and I wanted to catch that my capture card, which is super funny. My very first ever stream was a Twitch stream.
I follow you on Twitch.
Oh, thank you so much. You will be disappointed. I used to be funny back before the epidemic hit, but right now I'm just mellow and laid back. Sometimes being funny is not always the best tool of gaining. Yes, because not everyone is good at it. Oh, no!
Yeah.
Sir Zero, thank you so much for the 2-pound super chat. Thank you, Sir Zero. Thank you. I think of it this way: you can ask some personal questions, but don't get too personal. But then there's always like, oh, what can I push? What limit can I push? How far can I take this? Like, I think in the beginning, one of my rules in Discord is actually asking about my family life. Like, what I choose to share about my family life is what I feel comfortable with. So don't bug and ask. That's literally actually in my, like, rules is please do not ask me about my personal life. Anything I choose to share is shareable, but it's not something to be pushed on.
No.
Because at the end of the day, I am a public figure. I'm on YouTube.
He's so famous.
I do have my family to protect at the end of the day. That's why I don't show my son anywhere.
Right.
If I do share a video, it's his back of his head. Because that is his, he's not really consenting me to share him on the internet.
No.
He's
not.
And he isn't. And, I'm not going to say there's weirdos out there, but there's weirdos out there, and I'm not going to subject him to that.
Nope.
Did I do that? My hand slipped. Sorry, but it's yours. Thank you so much again for the $2 super chat. I so appreciate it so much. So appreciate it. Well, I think we're at that time in the podcast where we can open up to questions for Savannah. We usually do this toward the end. So, guys, it's open for Q&A. If there's anything you want to ask Savannah Purple, please type it in now.
Savannah
Rob Gamer,
Phoenix.
hello. Yes, you guys
welcome in.
can ask away. This is question time for her. If there's anything you want to ask her, the floor is open.
Ask me now because you'll never get another chance to ask me again.
Yeah, kind of, honestly.
I will never answer another question ever again.
Tries to sneak out while you're looking. Not much irks me more than people not protecting their children online. Yep.
Yeah.
That's why while we're waiting for questions, I used to watch family vloggers. I do not watch family vloggers anymore. I cannot support that. That is using your children as cash cows, and I hate it.
Yeah. And, like, I had seen a few come through my feed, and I was like, okay, yeah, but I'm probably not going to watch this because they are using their children.
It's disgusting. I absolutely hate it.
It's not safe.
It's not. Does Savannah have any games she played once and never again?
Yes, I think I do actually have one. What is it? It's a Harvest Moon game. I picked it up at GameStop. It was on sale. Let me get it real quick so I can tell you the name. It was... I don't know. Oh. It was Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon Light of Hope Special Edition. I bought this game on sale for $17, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give this a try because I like the farming games. This game is awful. Do not buy this game.
Okay. Let me read this comment, and then there's other questions. I feel like a decent rule of thumb is that if the streamer mentions it on stream, it is okay to acquire as long as it's prefaced by asking if it's okay and done respectfully. Yep. Is purple your favorite color?
Yes, it is indeed.
Another thing we have in common. I may have
kind of.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I always wanted to have purple in my username, and so that's why I came up with Purple Phoenix. I wanted to have a bird, and so the only other bird I could think of was pigeon.
Oh my God,
so
purple
I decided to not
pigeon!
do purple pigeon.
Okay, purple pigeon. I may have missed this question, but how long have you been doing YouTube?
I've been doing YouTube for 1 year and 3 months now.
Woo!
So,
Yes,
not
Kade,
too
I've been following
terribly
that
long,
case.
Not too terribly long, but definitely a good amount now.
Let me see. Yes, I have a question. What is Savannah's very first Nintendo game ever played?
I believe it was either Wii Sports or Mario 64 on the Wii Virtual Console. I want to say it was Wii Sports because that's something very easy for like a 3-year-old to just pick up the Wii remote and like punch a bag in boxing. But it was one of those.
Nice.
For sure.
Yes, identity protection is important. James, can you explain the infamous Switch Sports stream to everyone who doesn't know the story?
Hashtag blame James. Okay. Let me explain the Switch Sports stream. This will only take a second. I do apologize. So it was around November. Was it November of last year? I think it was November of last year. I thought golf was out on the Switch. And yes, golf was supposed to be out. When I turned on the stream to play, I had not checked if my game had updated. I had not logged into the game yet. I just assumed it was out. Golf was indeed not out. And so there were people thinking golf was out, and they kept coming into my chat asking, is golf out? Is golf out? No, it's not out. But I had the title as playing Switch Sports Golf with viewers. And so halfway through the stream, I realized I should probably change that to playing Switch Sports because I thought golf was out. And James was one of my clickbaited victims, as was Callie, as was Arjun. But that stream got 900 views.
Wow, that's awesome.
900. Now it has over 1K, but it had 900 by the time it was done, and that was amazing. I felt like a big streamer afterwards, not quite realizing I had clickbaited people until after the fact. I was like, uh-oh, I clickbaited these
I have to go see it. No worries, Ross. Thank you so much. That was a mistake. You are now and forever Purple Pigeon. I know. I'm going to just be like, hi, Purple Pigeon. Wii Sports is my very first Wii game I played because I got on Wii console, then Mario Galaxy. And then, yeah, I think we'll take, if there's one more question you guys want to ask, and then I've already found who we're going to raid.
I'm not apologizing, James. I already made
Yeah, she don't got to say sorry for anything.
Made my victims mods. Hashtag blame James.
Blame James. Also, we have a 30 like hype. Thank you guys so much. But that's because Savannah's here. She's awesome.
Likes.
So it's nothing to do with me. So thank you guys because she's amazing. She's amazing.
I wanted you to have more likes.
30 is good. 30 is great. And here, Rob Gamer asks, what's your all-time favorite Zelda game?
Zelda Twilight Princess.
Ooh.
I love Zelda Twilight Princess.
A lot of people do. To Fairy and Savannah, what's your favorite Sonic game? Sir Zero, I've never played a Sonic game.
I think mine would have to be Sonic Lost World.
I've never played a Sonic game.
A lot.
I've never played a Sonic game. I love Sonic the Hedgehog, but I've never played a Sonic game. Cancel Savannah. Hey, no.
Hashtag blame James.
Blame James. Blame James.
It's all James' fault.
All right, guys.
It's James' fault that he was clickbaited.
So, I think we're at the time. Oh, Captain. Hey, Kev, you're coming in right at the end, but I hope you can join us on the raid. Podcasts are typically shorter. I aim for about hour 15. We're already at hour 20, and it's lunchtime for me. But,
it's time for me too.
Yeah, so me and Savannah need to go eat. But first of all, I just want to say, Purple, I've enjoyed this so much. Like, I already know I was getting to know you because I talk to you every day, but this is just so awesome. I love, you're just, here's the thing about you that really stands out is you're what I like to call an old soul. In a good way. Your spirit is just so mature. That's why you get along with people like me and Ryan and other people who are a lot older. You're just so easy to talk to. And you could inspire so many more young people to be that way. And I hope you continue to do that with your channel.
I will. I don't intend on being immature anytime soon. So thank you all.
And all right, guys,
for inviting me on.
I know who we're gonna raid.
Who are we raiding?
How I'm gonna text you, Savannah. You're gonna laugh.
Okay.
And then, let me respond to yes, it was that comment.
Oh, I thought that was it. Yes, love that idea.
All right, so I already have the redirect set up. They're not live yet, but they will be. And so I just thought, what a great way is we all barge in there, we all smash the like button, and we all press that fancy pantsy notification bell because you're not gonna want to miss it. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. So yeah, we're going to do a few things. We're going to go over there, we're going to spam the hashtag, and we are going to ring the bell so we know when it'll come back. And yeah, because I mean, I have to. I haven't been able to do it in a while because of my time difference.
How can we not do this? This is a great idea.
But yes, I have the link ready. I actually have the redirect set up. I didn't know you could do a redirect for people who aren't live yet, but all right. So, Purple, once I put my ending screen up, I'm going to end the call with you, and then I'll be texting you. But honestly, thank you so much for kicking off the podcast with such a bang.
Thank you for inviting me.
No, you're good.
This was amazing. I really did enjoy this. We got to do more stuff together.
Yes.
Soon,
oh, yeah. Sure. Now we'll work on actually playing a game together. We'll figure that out.
Yes, let's go.
But, all right, guys. This has been Gothork. Oh, yeah, hashtag. What do you want to do for the hashtag? We can do podcast raid.
Yeah, let's just do podcast raid.
I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so
Hashtag
podcast
purple
raid.
goth raid.
I have the link set up. So yes, all right, guys.
Yeah.
This has been Goth Dark Fairy in purple. We'll see you guys around. Have a fantastic day. Let's go raid. Bye.
Bye, guys.